Welcome to the channel, friends. So today's video is going to be covering the newly released LUX TQ1 smart thermostat. In this video, I'm going to be going over manual override, but I will have other videos covering other aspects and topics relating to this thermostat. So other videos will cover factory reset, install setup, and menu options, as well as 7-day schedule programming and how to connect to a phone app, Amazon Alexa, Google Home, or other, apps and smart devices. So let's get into the manual override, and I want to show you first the very basic operation of this unit. If you don't know already, you can wake it up by pressing in the center here the menu button. So there is 6 touch style buttons on here. You have to use your finger. You cannot use a stylus because it will not work. So using your fingers, there's 6 options here. We have mode, which is self-explanatory. We can go into heat, cool, or fan modes. Okay, I will cover this in more in depth in other videos covering this thermostat. So we have mode, we have the back button, menu button, and then right here is the OK button where it's not highlighted, but it's right underneath my finger in this right-hand corner, and then the up and down arrow. See, as you can see here, we have the OK or Enter button that use that to make your selection. So, as you make your selections, you would then you would hit OK. So, even though this thermostat is a smart thermostat, it actually can operate as a manual style thermostat. Now, to do that, there's 2 different ways of doing that. Okay, the very first way of manually overriding the thermostat is simply by going ahead and using the up and down arrow. We're in the heating mode right now, so we want to bring it up to, say, 72. And then, as you can see here on the bottom, it's saying until 5 p.m. Okay? If I were to select that, let's do that one more time, 72, hit OK on that, then it's going to ask us this right here. It's going to ask us to override and basically the duration. So you can go ahead and select different time periods. It says until next period, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, 60, 2 hours, 4, 6, and 12 hours are your options. This is the very first way of manually overriding, and I'm just going to say until next period. So hit OK on that, and now what's going to happen is it's going to manually override to the set point of 72 degrees until the next time period, which it shows right here, which is really convenient. So it says until 5 p.m. Okay? That's going to work until 5 p.m., and then it's going to go back to its normal schedule. Now, if you want it to fully ignore the schedule, is the next method of manual override. The next method of manual override is basically turning this thing down into a dumbed down version of this thermostat and making it a manual thermostat. And in order to do that, you have to go through the menu. Okay, so hit your menu button. You're going to go to schedule right there. Okay, hit OK. Now, as you can see, the schedule has a toggle. We're going to go ahead and toggle that off. Okay, as you can see right there, it turned it from green, it went to gray, and now the schedule is off, it's indicating. So we're going to hit OK on that just to see what happens. The schedule is back on. So if we hit it again and then proceed down to the next setting, it doesn't give us any options. So we're ready to go here. We can just hit the back button, hit back once again. Let's go back in there just to make sure that it took the actual setting. Schedule, and as you can see, the schedule is grayed out, so it's off. If it was green, it would be on. So we're good to go here. The up and down arrow don't work in this page. All you have to do is hit the back button. Okay? Hit the back button again. As you can see now, some things disappeared from the main screen here. Now, as we go ahead and select our temperature now, let's just bring it to some high number, so 80 degrees. We're going to hit OK. And as you can see there, There's a blank screen. There's no more until 5 p.m. It's just a set point of 80 degrees and then the current temperature here in the center. This is the room temperature. It's going to take some time for it to come up to speed and heat up your home, depending on the size of your home, the efficiency of your heating system, etc. There's so many variables. But the set point is down here, and then your room temperature is the larger number in the center. So that is the second way of manually overriding it. And this is like, if you wanted to basically turn this thing into a manual thermostat and not worry about the apps, not worry about programming a schedule, and not worrying about anything else, and just want to basically use this as a simple kind of 2-button or 3-button device, manual style thermostat, non-programmable, that's how you do it. You will go ahead and shut off that schedule. But that there is how to manually override the thermostat 2 different ways. Like I said, I have other videos covering factory reset, installing and setup, and the menu options on this thermostat, as well as 7-day schedule programming, and we go through all of what's entailed in doing that, as well as connecting this device to a phone app, Amazon Alexa, or Google Home. It does require you having a Matter-enabled device or controller. But anyways, we can go over that in that video. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and I want to see you guys on the next video.